Hey guys, Sandra here, and I just thought I'd do a early what I ate today video. It's only Tuesday, but I didn't do one last week. So this morning I had my regular tuppy of watermelon, so it's about 5 pounds, but I forgot to film it. So I had that, and I guess I'll mention this later. I'll do that in a separate video, but for lunch, I'm having a banana date smoothie with some spinach in it. So I've got 30 grams of spinach, 5 medjool dates, and I think 7 pretty large bananas, and they were really, really ripe. They were like falling off, off the stem, almost like just a little too much, but I tasted it and it's wonderful, so no problems there. And I just wanted to mention this morning I had something kind of interesting happen. I live in an area where vegan is like unheard of. Everybody loves their regular eating out meals of meat and whatever, cheese, bacon, whatever. So there's just nobody to talk to here. There's nobody to visit with here about veganism. But I was at Walmart, of all places, picking up a few grocery items that I needed, and I took in my Neil Barnard Get Healthy Go Vegan cookbook because I had a specific recipe that I want to do for tonight for supper, and I needed a couple items, but just so that I don't forget anything, I took it with me, picked up the items I want, went to the cashier, and as I was going to pay for it, I had to lay my book down in order to do my debit. And she actually caught sight of it and started talking to me about it. And turns out she was really, really interested in it, like not just as a cookbook, but is in vegetarianism, veganism. And so she was asking me questions, how long I'd been doing it and whatnot, and in the end she wanted like my name, a phone number, whatever, or email. So we exchanged, I gave her my email. Anyway, so that was just really surprising, really pleasant. Like, just, it's so nice that it is starting to get around, even in our little lunch bucket town. So it's nice that way. And then the second thing I wanted to mention was for my birthday, my husband decided to go big this year. We don't do that large of a gift, but I've been talking about getting a spin bike, and this is what he has decided to get me, and I'm very excited. We go pick it up on Friday. It's from a Canadian company, and actually a company right here in Ontario that makes them. And I've never... Sorry, somebody just walked by. I've never done spinning before, but I want to give it a try because shortly, in short order, it's going to be winter here, and it's going to be months and months of winter. So I want to get into cycling, and I thought this would be a great way to do it, and also to be able to do hill inclines, because you can simulate that. I'm getting a magnetic one, so it's really quiet, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. I'll just turn on the TV, watch a movie or whatever. And I know it's not going to be the same as being outdoors and enjoying all that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. In Canada, there won't be any outdoors. There'll be, you know, lots of snow on the ground. And on the road. So it just is not possible, and it's too cold. Way too cold. So, and already, honestly, like, because I've put on about 15 pounds, I don't enjoy being out and bouncing and, like, doing my jogging and that outside. I've been doing it on the treadmill, so it's just better for me, personally, until the weight goes. I just feel better about it. So anyway, I'll talk to you on the next meal. I'll see you later.
Hey guys.
Bye guys.
So I'm just leaving work for the day, and I just had forgotten to show you that I'm having some peaches for my afternoon snack. So I'm having this tubby of peaches, and it was full. There were 5 or 6 peaches in there. And I'll see you later.
Hey guys, I'm home now, and I'm gonna make my soup. I'm a little bit late in making it, but we'll just have to have a snack. So I'm making, like I said earlier, cauliflower and sweet potato chowder. And it's from this book here, Neil Barnard, the Get Healthy Go Vegan cookbook. I haven't used this one a whole lot, but I thought I'd give it a go. So it calls for some cauliflower, some celery, a sweet potato, a red pepper, 4 shallots, which I've never cooked with shallots before, so see if it makes any difference over an onion. Calls for some basil and a bay leaf, but unfortunately all I seem to have is bay leaf crumble. So I'll add a few of those in and hopefully it'll add up to 1 leaf. And then it also calls for some soy milk. It calls for unsweetened, and I didn't actually pay attention to whether this was sweetened or not when I bought it, which it is sweetened. But I like this one because it's organic and it's called Natura. And they tend to, like, the sodium isn't too high, it's fine. And the ingredient list is, okay, it's not the one I was thinking it was. Oh well, it'll do. It's still soy milk. Anyway, so we'll be back in just 1 second when this is getting started. So I've just finished chopping up the shallots and the celery, and I will say that the shallots are just really, wow, they pack a punch. I was just tears. I couldn't see, I couldn't do anything. Holy cow. So I definitely prefer cooking with just regular onions. We'll see if it makes a difference in the taste. So I forgot to say that this recipe does call for vegetable broth. So I'm just using my no salt added Go Bio vegetable bouillon cubes. So I'm just sauteing these, sauteing these for 5 minutes. Get away from the steam. So here's all my sweet potato cut up. And I don't know if you can see this, but they got some holes in them. And I'm assuming this is the same as it would be with broccoli. I know if broccoli has a big hole up in the stalk of it, it's lacking boron or some mineral of some sort. I assume it's the same with these guys. They've just been grown in poor soil. Alright, so I sauteed the onions and the celery, that's done, and I brought it to I added in the rest of the bouillon, brought it to a boil, and added the cauliflower, sweet potato, red peppers, and the bay leaves. And now it says to reduce it to a simmer again, cover it, and simmer for 20 minutes. I'll be back when that's done. Okay, and here's the finished product. So after everything was done simmering for 20 minutes, I took out the bay leaves, I added the soy milk that it asked for, and then I blended it up with my immersion blender, and I didn't blend it fully because I don't like it that way. I like to have chunks. And then I added the chopped up basil, and it calls for salt and pepper to taste, which I never use salt, but I just threw a little pepper on there. So that's what my husband and I are going to share. And honestly, it's not that big of a pot. That's my, well, how to give you perspective, but that's my hand next to it. It's really not that big of a pot. So if you're going to try it, I would recommend making a double batch. And then to go with it, I'm going to have this salad. And then which I don't think this is really going to fill me all that much, so I'll probably end up having some banana ice cream afterward. So I'll see you then. And the one thing I wanted to mention is that this recipe book has some little fun facts. So did you know cauliflower is at its best from December to March? Unlike broccoli and cabbage, cauliflower lacks green chlorophyll because the florets are protected by the leaves, and that's why it's white. I did not know. Okay guys, so I had a bowl and a half of the soup, and it was really good. I definitely would recommend trying that, and I will be trying it again. Very, very tasty. So I had a bowl and a half of that, and just a small, like, cereal bowl, and my salad, and I'm still hungry for sure. So I'm gonna have this ice cream now, which is how I make as I made in my ice cream recipe. And it's got maple syrup on top, because I really like maple syrup on top. And that's going to be it for today. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.